Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another reaction video. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be reacting to this one on my bed, ladies and gentlemen, because I was sitting on that goddamn chair for hours. So, let me get my butt a fucking rest and sit on my delicious, comfortable, refreshing bed. And the AC turned off. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a reaction video. We're going to be seeing someone ranking, let me just see who it is real quick. Jivo Draws ranking every Travis Scott song. I believe this is as of last year, so this is as of 2024. So yeah, so we're not gonna have 2024 or not 2024. 4x4, the song that came out this year, ranked here, but for the most part, we're gonna get mostly every single Travis Scott ranked. We're gonna see how he ranks them from worst to best, probably, I'm assuming, or maybe he does like a category. We'll see how exactly he ranks every single Travis Scott song. But a reason why I'm reacting to this, and we're going to do parts of it, because this video is 52 minutes long. I am not about to sit here and watch the whole damn video in one sitting, so we're going to split it. We'll do a part 1. This is obviously part 1, and then we're going to do a part 2, probably tomorrow. So, but the reason why I'm going to react to this first is because I am planning to do a tier list of Travis Scott songs as well. But I kind of want to see the order a little bit. I kind of want to see which songs do I agree are in the mid, in the good, in the great. I kind of want to see someone else kind of do it. And also, there's some songs that I haven't heard in so long that I want to re-listen to. And if I don't know if he's gonna be ranking solo songs or if he's gonna be ranking songs that he's featured on as well. If anything, I'll put it on my notes, listen to it or re-listen to it, or even if I haven't heard it at all for some reason, because there's a guarantee that I probably haven't heard every single Travis Scott song, but most of it for sure. I'll have it on my notes, re-listen to it, and then when I do my tier list, I'll, be able to officially rank it knowing that I have the song and whatever. So this is basically like a preparation for me, so for when I do my own Travis Scott song tier list. But for now, we're going to be seeing this man's ranking. We'll see if I agree, disagree. We're definitely going to have a mix of both, for sure. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Let's get straight to it.
156 Travis Scott songs, and I'll be ranking every...
156? What? Fucking damn. So, does that include features?
Single one in this video.
Probably.
Travis motherfucking Scott, the greatest live performer on this planet.
Okay. Ooh.
Travis Scott has been one of the biggest superstars in the past decade, gaining a reputation as one of the greatest live performers of all time. He's completely shifted hip-hop with one of, if not the greatest trap album ever, with Rodeo, as well as having major success with the atmosphere of albums like Astroworld. And even if you're unfamiliar with his music, you've likely encountered his name due to his portfolio beyond the music industry, by involving himself in various endorsement deals throughout his career, with the most notable being the guy from Fortnite. Today, I'll be ranking every Travis Scott song he's ever released, so not just on all platforms. This is the full list of everything I'll be including and leaving out. I'll be including anything ever released from 2012 and up. Producer collabs and collab releases are included as long as I feel Travis contributed enough to the songs. And I won't be including any features, leaks, or remixes. If you're new to the channel, I'll be animating his discography in sections. There'll be songs I consider bad, mid, good, great, and eventually perfect, with each having their own section representing a theme and the tracks on the list, all while giving a deep dive into his discography. As a lot of you know, I was never a big Travis Scott fan. In fact, he wasn't even on my board for my favorite artists until this video.
Ooh. Oh, your favorite artists are Uzi, X, Weeknd, Trippie, Juice, Future, Cardi, Denzel Curry, a lot of good fucking artists here. Some of them are also some of my favorite
I
artists.
approach his music completely blind by never
and
finishing an
Bia Badoobie.
entire
Shout out to
Travis
Bia
Scott
Badoobie.
album beforehand. I'm aware you might have your own thoughts and opinions, so feel free to share those comments down below, and I'll try my best to get back to you.
Bet.
But now to the list. At dead last, we have
I paid for my own college, so I knew I'd have to.
Stop blue balling me, man. What an absolute blue ball. What a cock block.
Chaz Interlude. What is this beat? It sounds like some Nintendo type shit. And yes,
Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't heard that song in fucking years. And I'm gonna have to re-listen to Al Farrow because I haven't heard that mixtape in a long time. And I remember when last time I did hear it, this one was definitely not one of them that I liked. So fair enough. This might be his worst song, I guess. Sure, not the first one I think of, because but okay.
it's an interlude, but how could Travis's mixing be this awful? I couldn't even understand one word. Also, Chaz is referring to Toro Rima's real name. Fish and Grits. The piano on this beat sounds so lazy. I can tell no.
Wait, but ain't this a feature? Didn't you say you're not gonna include features? Or is this Travis? This is not Travis's song. This is Travis is the feature on this song. Oh,
I don't
whatever.
put any effort on this track.
This motherfucker said no features and he's putting features. Okay.
It's secured. Who would have known a collaboration between Nas and Travis was going to happen? Only to find the track to be corny with a bland and
I forgot the song even fucking existed. I'll be honest with you, there's some of these I gotta re-listen to it. This one I haven't heard in so long. And guess what? Why? It's a fucking DJ Khaled album. Do you think I'm listening to that shit again? Probably not.
empty
But
chorus.
I'm gonna have
but
to.
fortunately, we can make
So I
a
can do my
realistic
Taylor properly.
excuse and blame everything on DJ Khaled.
Absolutely.
Kitty. It's a silly song where all the artists rap about Kitty Meow Meow and how they got money.
I never heard this one. Damn, I gotta do some fucking research. Damn, we're off to a really dog shit start. Oh man. Oh, damn. I'm gonna have to take my time to listen to all this shit and make sure I get a grasp of it. Cause I really want to do this tier list video prepared, but
Money while still being
I haven't even heard this song. I didn't even know this song exists. Pussy, Chuck English, Gunplay, Frito
in
Santana.
the streets.
Never heard of it.
Casey Veggies referred to Travis as XX in a verse. The nickname XX is something Travis and his crew used to refer themselves as.
Never
when
heard
asked on
this one.
Tumblr, he explained it stands for Never Let Yourself Get Label, known as a label. You are who you want to be. XX is even still at the end of Trav's Twitter handle.
Oh,
Back
I like
was
this
released
one.
as a bonus track on Days Before Rodeo. Travis had it for almost 4 years to that point because it was a classmate song. He scrapped the other member's part and re-recorded
old
the verse in
song.
2012 while making Al Farrow, but ended
the
up scrapping it
Classmates.
again. Then, on Days Before Rodeo, he re-recorded some lines, redid the ad-libs, and adjusted the beat, which was the 5th edit to this point, and it's still ass.
that bitch.
That bitch
Damn, I remember I stumbled upon this shit on YouTube one day and I was like, this song is crazy. What the fuck? That bitch crazy. I gotta listen to it because I don't really remember much of it. But
crazy. First solo song that
I
Travis
didn't mind it at
released. The
first
video
when
was
I
released
first
on
heard it,
various
yeah.
blogs in 2011 and eventually was released to YouTube in
Yes.
2012. The song was intended for the project Al Farrow, but ended up not making the cut. Old English was dropped by Travis and eventually was
What
a track
the
on
fuck
King
is
Chip's
that?
album in 2014.
Who
Some
are
say
those
it's a
people?
fan favorite, which I'd assume is because of the hook, but that's actually why the song's so low. For me, it sounds like a song for a cult, and the cover art makes me think that even more. Like the group of people with pointy hoods bowing down. I'm not risking getting demonetized, but I'm sure you know what I'm referring to.
yes.
Meadow Creek.
Yeah,
the opening to
I'm
Al
not
Farrow has a
this one,
very
bro.
interesting theme divided into 4 parts, even though the
I'm not
track is
crazy on
only
Meadow
2
Creek.
minutes. It's an interesting
Meadow Creek.
concept for sure, but for the most part, the song is pretty unlistenable to the ear. Sin
Ooh,
City.
I haven't
The
heard this one in a
concept for the
while.
song is not about the city of Las Vegas, which goes by Sin City, but rather about a fictional city in which one has to commit sins in order to advance in its hierarchy. The city is meant to be an analogy for modern America. Not a bad
shit.
concept, but a bad song overall. The song contains a sample of Rick James' Mary Jane. Ring Ring.
This one I
Chase B
wasn't
is a
crazy
DJ and
on,
music
too,
producer,
man. I
most
agree.
well known as being
That one, when it first came out, I was like very underwhelmed with that one, man. That one I wasn't.
Travis
I wasn't
Scott's
crazy
tour
on.
DJ. They're both longtime friends, and Chase B is part of Travis's Cactus Jack label. They even have a radio show together with 2 seasons featuring celebrities called Dot Wave Radio. I wasn't a fan of the production, and it sounded forced, so that's why I have it here. The song's only 3 minutes, and it feels like a race to the finish, just waiting for the track to be over.
Damn, this is pretty fucking low. I like this song. I like it. We got fucking Travis Scott singing in Spanish for like a couple lines. The beat's kind of like whatever, but it's cool though. It's a very surprising collab, and I definitely do think that like, it was kind of like definitely a better take than fucking the Heist in the Room remix with Rosalia on it, because she fucking ruined that song. So with this one, it was definitely a different approach. It was more it was more in Rosalia's lane. It was more of her sound, but I think Travis did fine on it. I don't think it should be that fucking low. Damn.
Token. Travis sings in Spanish for a little bit. Doesn't mean the lyrics are good. I love a lot of Latin music, but Rosalia and Travis ain't it.
Fashion. Wow,
High
I
Fashion.
just want
Originally rumored to be one of the first singles from Rodeo, but
Rodeo,
ended
yeah.
up not making the album, which was a
Yeah.
good thing.
Bro, I don't like this fucking song, man. This is why Utopia is not a fucking perfect album. Like, it's because fucking God Country, that sample sucks. I'm sorry, Travis. You are really good at picking your samples and adding it and twisting it and making your own shit, but God's Country, all for it, but the production sucks. That sample, the la 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 la, I'm probably doing it justice. Probably not, but it probably sounds better than what the fuck you actually hear on the song. I'm sorry, that shit weighs Utopia down by a lot. I mean, Utopia is still a phenomenal album, but you gotta listen to fucking this song when you're bumping the entire album. It's kind of crazy. Like, give me Topia Twins. Like, Topia Twins is nice compared to this one. I mean, Topia Twins is kind of a mid. It's also mid song too, but whatever. Wherever we get to Topia Twins, we're not there yet. But God's Country, definitely the worst song on Utopia.
God's Country. Goofy sample.
Yeah.
Sounds like Mort from Madagascar. Also, this has one of the most...
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yes, he does sound like fucking. He does.
generic flows from
Yeah.
Travis from his catalog. Not a fan for real.
Yeah. What? Piss on Your Grave that low? Nah, I'm sorry. We're gonna put that higher. We gotta put that higher. That's not like top 10 on Rodeo, but damn. Damn, 142, bro. Damn, not a bad song. This is probably like the second worst song on the album, maybe. Sure, but Rodeo is still fucking amazing. Even if this is the second, or even if it was the worst song on the album, it's gotta be higher than fucking 142. Bro.
Piss
That's
on Your
crazy.
Grave. The track was originally for Kanye's album The Life of Pablo,
Life of Pablo,
but ended
yeah.
up on Rodeo. In my opinion, it's the only miss on Rodeo. This was my first time hearing this song, and it fucking sucks. I can imagine there'll be supporters over this song, but I'm
Nah.
curious if they would still like it if it
I
wasn't
like it.
Kanye
I
singing
like
that
it.
whack-ass hook. K-pop. Very...
I think K-pop is so overhated, bro. Don't get me wrong. They still failed to make what was supposed to be an absolute smash hit because you got fucking The Weeknd and Bad Bunny, bro, on a song. This was supposed to be bigger than it actually was. But in the end of the day, the song, I just felt like it was so weird. You have Travis and The Weeknd, who obviously they make their own psychedelic sounding, cinematic kind of production there. You like we heard songs like Skeletons and fucking Wake Up and like Pray for Love. Like, we've heard those collabs so many times and they have such good chemistry, but then the song sounds like it's more on like Bad Bunny's lane. Like, the production, it sounds more fitting for like Bad Bunny. It just sounds like a Bad Bunny song that Travis decided to take over and just fucking decided to put, The Weeknd and Bad Bunny. I mean, those are two of the biggest artists in the world, excluding Travis Scott as well. Fuck it. Who are you missing? Drake? Like, that's all you're fucking missing. To have literally the 3 or 4 of the biggest artists in the world on a song. I don't think the production does enough. And the hook is not that great, but I think a lot of people fucking really don't like this song. Like, they think it's the shittiest song on the album. No, the fuck it's not. God's Country exists, but okay, fine. I would put it mid. I wouldn't put it bad though. I wouldn't put it this fucking low. I don't think it's that fucking bad. As a song, I expected it to be a lot fucking bigger than what it actually was, and for it to be the lead single of the album, yeah, not the way to go. Not the way to go. But obviously you got the intention. You got The Weeknd and Bad Bunny on a song. You expected the shit to boom, 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 stadium, 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 fucking thousands screaming. This isn't Fiend. Fiend ended up being the song that really took off, and just everyone is, that's the anthem of the album, and everyone fucking is listening to that shit, and everyone and their mom is blasting that shit. K-pop was just a little cool song that kind of came and went.
Very disappointing, especially for having
Yeah.
Travis, Bad Bunny, and The Weeknd all on the same track.
Yes,
this is just
yeah.
a Bad Bunny song, and it isn't any good. Also, the
Yes.
track is called K-pop because it refers to a drug called ketamine pop, which is quite literally what it sounds like, a ketamine-laced lollipop. And apparently, The Weeknd likes to get high off that, I guess.
That's fucking insane, bro. Man, you can't even eat a lollipop without potentially getting fucking faded. Man, that's crazy, man.
Nothing but net. It should have been a Travis and Party Next Door song, but Travis played it in the studio with Young Thug and gave it a new life. Young Thug originally wanted it
I
for
never heard
Slime
this one.
season, but ended up not doing so.
Never heard this one.
Eye to Eye. Extremely weak hook from Quavo.
Weak ass-
He had a decent
yeah.
verse, but his verse is probably the only thing I can say highly about this track.
Best man.
Best Man. Quavo and Travis strongly talk about their bonds with their friends, their dedication to their craft, and their recognition of the importance of loyalty and the support in their journey towards success. Good message, just not memorable. Naked. Very
That was a
whack
decent
intro
song.
with a distorted Bon Iver on the chorus. Travis had a decent short verse, talking about wanting him to go away from this place since he doesn't fit in. Quintana. The only praise I can give this is for the fact that it was the commercial debut for Owl Pharaoh. I know
I'll put that a little bit higher,
people
though.
enjoyed it live during that 2013-14 era, but I didn't like it too much. You gotta start somewhere, I guess. That's every song for the bad section. Now will be a
Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of it, so I can see which songs are the ones that I want to go back to, and re-listen or listen to it for the first time, because if I really want to do this tier list video with features included, we gotta do it the right way. We gotta listen to every single song, and we gotta know what the fuck we're talking about for every single song, because I'm not about to make a tier list and we get to That Bitch Crazy and I don't know what the fuck, Pussy. I never even know that was a Travis Scott song. I only knew Pussy in Millions featuring Travis Scott, but that's probably gonna be here somewhere, but
up
we'll
with
see.
tracks I consider mid.
Okay, mid. We're in the mid now.
Saint. Everything about this track is pretty boring.
Okay.
Motorcycle
That was
Patches.
nice.
Travis'
I don't mind
favorite
that one.
song off the album, which he stated before performing it live for the first time.
This is my favorite song on the album. What we get?
Really?
Dreamcatcher describes a night out for Travis Scott and Sway Lee. They both try to entice a girl into coming home with them, claiming, "I know what you're into." The title suggests they not only know what girls dream of, but can make their desires a reality. I'm Fine.
Wow, I
Kanye's
haven't heard
already
this
on this
song
Sci-Hi
so
album, but he
long.
would have fit really well on this gospel track as well.
I have to listen to that again.
Only
Oh,
one.
I like this interlude. It's an interlude, so I don't really think much of it, but it sounds so good.
Reddit users were comparing this to 808 and Heartbreaks, which is far from it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great song, but okay, relax with the fucking 808s and Heartbreak. I guess it inspired a bit.
I understand where Metro and Travis were trying to go, but I shouldn't hate on it too much, since it's just an interlude. Go. Lil Uzi Vert also uses beat for an unreleased song called Harden, and as a biased Uzi fan, it's much better. Drive. Travis and James Fauntleroy really love driving under the influence.
I don't remember this song. This song fucking sucks. DJ Khaled. It's DJ Khaled. I blame DJ Khaled.
Celebrate. Like I said in my Juice ranking, Post Malone can be a hit or miss, and he's definitely a miss on this song. It's a DJ Khaled song, so obviously it's corny.
No, but Travis's vocals were terrible, bro. Y'all, that hook was ass. Celebrate for the one we know. His vocals were like, it was bad. Like the auto-tune crooning was ass. It was bad. It was not. It sounded way too much.
Congratulations, better. Modern Slavery.
This
The
is
intro
the
track
banger,
to the
though.
collab project
I don't
between
mind
Trav and Quavo. The duo draws parallels between slavery that occurred in America hundreds of years ago and the notion that they are now enslaved to their life's luxuries. On everything. The hook from Travis is explaining his lifestyle will never end. Rick Ross and flexes about his
about the
Supreme
song.
underwear. Big Sean's the biggest highlight, which he responds to the disses Kendrick Lamar threw at him with Humble and The Heart Part 4. Did I mention this song's by DJ Khaled?
Yeah.
Prayers up.
Wow. I like this song. 125? Low, man.
Straight up ad-lib has gone pop friendly.
There's Topia Twins. Okay, fine. Maybe, yeah. I think 124 is fair. I think that's not a bad placement. Yeah.
Topia Twins. Twin bitches hopping off the jet ski. That's the hook? Really? 21 carried. Zombies. In June 2013,
really
Travis
I like
signed
that
an
one.
endorsement deal with Reebok, which he was repping from 2013 to 14. There's a lyric that reads, "You know Reebok keep La feet hot. They be shipping package GL600 or the Palace that collab with classics." Zombies was something commonly I heard as fans' least favorite song through his projects, which I'd assume is from the cultist chant throughout the hook that's sort of similar to the song Old English from 2012. I don't think it's bad nor good.
I don't think it's too bad.
Hooch. Hooch is a slang term for homemade alcohol, but
I've
knowing
heard that one.
Travis, it's more likely referring to lean, especially explaining hooch juice throughout the track. Where are you from? Although both artists are not directly affiliated with a gang, they're
That's not the song. Fell on the ice and chains are way too poppin'. Isn't that a song with Young Thug? It's not a song with Young Thug?
are indications in the lyrics that they have connections with them. If Quavo or Travis catch a case, bruh, you just gotta hope they don't use these lyrics in court like
But
they're
that
doing
song
to
is
Young
not that
Thug.
bad.
Or Young, truly humble under God, I should say. Flocky Flocky. A
Flocky Flocky. I like that one. I like Flocky Flocky.
decent guitar beat with cool little looping synths. Don carried the song with his vocals and ad-libs. Trav's
Yes.
verse was pretty average.
That was fine. That was fine. No, it's a banger. But yes, Don Toliver carried that motherfucker. He definitely carried that motherfucker. Hold on.
Gray. I like this song with my first listen, but the more and more I re-listen to it,
Great. Oh wait, hold on, guys. I will be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah. Might be it. Alright, bet. Gray at 119. Let's go.
His
Let's get back to it.
discography, the more the song falls down for me.
Sometimes, but that ass on whoa.
Don't Quit. Travis Scott and Calvin Harris don't really work well together. The mixing for Travis doesn't sound good either, which I'm seeing as a common theme with every song by DJ
Yeah, it's CJ Khaled. What the fuck do you expect? He's out.
Khaled.
Feeling so gifted, tripping, I'm constantly falling.
MIA. The first verse was taken from Travis's freestyle for the 2013 XXL magazine, and the second verse was from the official 2013 XXL Cypher with 3 other artists, with one being Joey Badass.
Big stench. The energy.
Durag Activity. On
Ooh.
Spotify, Trav's verse
And honestly, this verse is decent. I'm
goes
not gonna lie,
first
it's
and
nothing
then
crazy.
Keems. But on YouTube, it's the other way around for whatever reason. And just a personal hot take, I think Baby Keem is one of the most overrated rappers to come out in the last 5 years.
Damn.
Baby Keem's peak was his old Minecraft YouTube channel in 2013.
Hey, Beast, it's Almond Mods here, and I'm gonna be doing a review of the Better Sprinting mod.
Got a day-to-day to stack it, still I pay accounts. 20 racks to show.
Wasted.
Wasted.
Travis's
Damn,
performance is
115?
actually decent, but Juicy J's feature was maybe unnecessary. Young Lean was
Low-key,
originally
yeah.
featured on the track, as well as King Cruel, but Travis cut both off the song, mainly because Juicy J had access to a sample that Travis wanted to use, which was Pimp C's Havin' Things 06.
The amateur and a waste of mine. On the floor, condoms on my dresser, on my business.
Basement Freestyle. The title is
Okay.
reminiscent of Kendrick Lamar's Backseat Freestyle from Good Kid, Mad City. Both tracks hold similar themes, with Basement Freestyle holding way less quality than Kendrick's.
You need some guidance.
Guidance has a distinct dancehall
Yeah,
vibe,
this
and one
one's
of the few songs
worst
about
song
failed
on-
relationships on the album Birds
I like this one, even though that's definitely the worst song on Birds.
in the Trap.
My white tee. Yeah, color bite Williams.
Yeah, franchise.
Franchise ended up going number
don't
1
like
on
it,
Billboard.
bro.
The track got previewed in the Travis Scott and McDonald's commercial.
Travis Scott, this is my McDonald's order. Follow me.
There was also a McDonald's and Travis Scott merchandise collaboration, and a select people who purchased merchandise received early access to franchise prior to its release.
You walk on mama, not granny. You see the stars in the
How you feel? Just another song from Huncho Jack. It ain't that special. The beat and chorus can be a bit catchy though.
phone. This money can't make a knot. How not?
Moonrock. Moonrock refers to cannabis buds, basically drugs that look like rocks. The song is kind of simple, and Quavo slightly carried.
Black where the hips go. Everybody here choking.
XX. I explained what XX meant under the song Up, so I won't again. It's basically just an old nickname for Travis and his crew, so he had a song title after it.
Shorty, I be flying high. I be
Flying High. A lot better than Chaz interlude. Flying High is about being high on drugs. Pretty easy to figure that out.
I can't do no likes.
Sweet, sweet.
107, bro? Dude, that is so fucking low. That's wild. I love this song, bro. 107. Ah, come on, man.
Might be one of my most controversial rankings on this entire list. I saw some fans praising it online, and it's just not for me. Not something I'd play if it came on.
Mighty room where you standing way too close. You might get.
You putting this mediocre ass fucking Travis Scott verse on a dog shit Ed Sheeran song over Sweet Sweet? Nah. No thank you, buddy.
Antisocial. Random ass collab with Ed Sheeran. Travis
thank
was
you.
kinda going off though, and the unexpected high pitched vocals with his autotune was cool.
Oh, yeah, this is not
The
that bad.
plan. I didn't know Travis could use even more autotune than he already uses. This is for the movie Tenet. Might have sounded fire in theaters.
Lost on islands, driven in boat cars.
Damn, you think what? Nah, I'm sorry. Lost Forever 104, bro? Nah. Look, I know that the leak sounded a lot better. Like the leaked version of Lost Forever, holy shit. I mean, unbelievable. But the production, it was really just because of the beat switch. If the beat switch wasn't, if he didn't switch up the beat, and the production just kind of stayed like that darker tone, menacing, like scary, atmospheric, like production in the beginning, like that Halloween shit, like if it just stayed like that the whole song, and the West Side Gun verse was just, the same as it was, it would have been a lot better, and it would have been one of the better songs off of Utopia. And then it probably, honestly, it could have been one of his best songs ever. I'm not gonna lie, Lost Forever definitely had a huge potential. Listening to that unreleased version, it had a lot of potential to be one of Travis's best fucking songs. I'll be honest with you. But we only get to hear that production for the first half of the song, and then the beat switch, and it's just like, fuck, you ruined it, man.
Lost Forever was a part of the original Utopia leaks from 2020 to 22. It has been a leak on YouTube for like a year at this point, and it still made the album. The song is nice until Westside Gunn starts speaking. Travis also used this song at his Dior Runaway show.
I'm just one angel away from blocking out
It's the beat switch, bro. The Westside Gunn feature is not that bad.
the devil. Bust it down, she talking body language.
The worst song on Astro World, but yes.
In
103
C17,
is
the
kinda
beat is sort of
crazy,
like a
though.
preview to how tracks like I Know, Schizo, and Lost Forever would sound like in the future. The biggest complaint is that 21 Savage has a pretty mediocre and quiet delivery on this track, and it kind of kills the vibe that Travis has already set. And afterwards, everything about this track just slows down and mellows out.
All let's link up. Oh, ain't no days off.
18. Travis executive produced the soundtrack for NBA 2K19. He had 5 songs featured in the game: Antidote, Sweet Sweet, Stargazing, Sicko Mode, and 18. He was also featured on 2 songs on the soundtrack. Limited edition Travis Scott covers were given to a select people who attended ComplexCon 2018. Travis was also professionally scanned into the game. They used the scan for the Neighborhood trailer, and his shows were implemented into the game. LeBron James even interviewed him about the
What does it
game.
mean for you to be the executive producer of the greatest basketball game in the world?
It's an honor.
You know what? We grew on.
Blues. Headlines or celebrity gossip sites claim that Travis removed Rihanna from this record due to their breakup, which was likely on this track, replacing her with Cass.
That's wild, bruh. Really? The Rihanna was gonna be on this song? That's fucking crazy.
However, this is unconfirmed.
Popping them bars up. Mine to run up the back.
Impossible. Critics praise this song as one.
Dude, what the fuck, bro? This is a top 6 or 7 song on fucking Rodeo, man, at the very least. Are you dead ass right now? 199 songs better than Impossible? That's impossible.
One of the best Travis songs because of the writing, the dark, eerie sounds, and for the
The production is so good. And also, like, everything, bro. I think everything on here is on point. The production's incredible. His vocals, I think, sound very crisp. And the songwriting is good. I can't really complain much about the song. There are better songs, better songwriting, and better produced songs on Rodeo, but this one really is a huge highlight. It cannot be 100, bro. I'm sorry.
placement in the track list of Rodeo. On the song, he says that he's close to a person that he has issues with, but he can't fix them, and the other person doesn't want to fix them either. It's a lost relationship / friendship that he just wants to get back. I personally thought of this track not to be as replayable compared to the other songs on Rodeo, so that's why I have it so low.
The RAV4 turned into a Rover. Till it took flight and
Never catch.
Oh, I mean, this one's not top 5, top 6 Rodeo, but like it's underrated though. I love the song though. To end the album, phenomenal outro. Love the production on it as well. I mean, look, every fucking song on Rodeo is produced amazingly well, but 99, it still feels low. It still feels low. I'm
Catch
sorry.
Me. This song was first premiered at Travis's Rodeo Tour on March 12, 2015 in New York, where Travis Scott revealed that this song would be the 16th and final track on the deluxe edition of Rodeo.
This one song is off my album, Rodeo and shit. Let's go.
go Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. That shit lethal.
Saint Laurent Mask. Just a few days prior to the release of the album, Travis collaborated with Saint Laurent to release a limited edition vinyl record. When Scott promoted the collab on Instagram, he wrote the title of the song as the caption of one of his posts. Travis also starred in the brand's promotional video for their 2017 spring collection. Every one of those songs I just named, I consider mid, which
Okay, so that is the mid category, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let me take a picture of that so we can kind of get a good look at it. Okay, I think we could do the good, and then we'll be out. So once he's done looking at all the good songs, then tomorrow we'll react to the great songs and the perfect Travis Scott song. So yeah, let's get to the good.
which means they're listenable, but not something I'd play frequently. But from here on now, the rest of the rankings are at least good. Go Off. This was the lead single to the 8th installment to the Fast and Furious series. Some say it's very corny, but that's kind of expected. It sounds like a theme song, and the artist definitely made this while sober. And as a Uzi fan, he had the best verse. He was also channeling his inner Miley Cyrus with the wrecking ball in the music video. Black and Chinese.
Like
it's what
song.
you expect. The title serves as a
I low-key like. I think this is my favorite song off of the album. I like that shit.
little
That's a
homage to
banger.
the women they like. This is mostly Jivo's type as well.
Black and Chinese. Hands on release. Pop it for me, please. Hands on release. Dubai shit.
Dubai
Dubai
shit.
whip.
This whole album is just talking about their lavish lifestyles. It's hard to
Literally,
explain
yeah.
some of these tracks because it's literally every song. Even Black and Chinese was flexing.
I would put this higher, bro. I love this song, man. This song's so
Embarrass.
smooth.
Very nice and mellow vibes from Don
Yeah.
Toliver and Travis. Sounds even better when it's slowed down with reverb.
Dude, I haven't heard that one in so long. Damn, no better. That's a banger. I'm not gonna lie. That's a forgotten. Ooh, I don't think I have that on my playlist. That's how fucking forgotten that shit is. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to. I gotta re-listen to that
No,
one
no
for
better.
sure.
Travis has very commonly had a lot of remixes for his songs, and this track has an entire EP of just remixes, which
Damn,
is
bro.
absurd.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Whole lot of love.
this was-
This sounds
this
like a
not that
beat
bad,
that was
too.
meant for Justin Bieber or Chris Brown, but was accidentally sent to Travis. He thought this pop song was going to be one of his biggest songs because of the big quantity of remixes he published, but fans hated it and labeled it as one of the worst attempts at being experimental.
Damn.
Gotti. This is basically a
Gotti?
Pop Smoke song.
Nah,
Travis
we
has
gotta
a
put this
forgettable
higher.
and mediocre verse, and he doesn't exactly match with a drill beat, unlike Pop Smoke. Down in
I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of mid, bro. I'm not.
Atlanta.
I
An
would put this
amazing
in the
beat from
mid.
Pharrell Williams.
I
But
would put
honestly,
that-
Travis' performance on this track sounds a little rushed.
And then we burn the town. We both was good, yeah.
Wake Up. The Weeknd is horny. Who would have guessed?
Weekend is horny. When is he not horny? Yeah. That's fine. That's a good song.
We on the quest with the tribe.
Gang Gang. Jack Boy's
Yes.
charted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, which became the first #1 album of the 2020s. I like Don Toliver in this
Fire.
song, and there's an absurd amount of cars in this music video, with one being the 1988 BMW E30 M3, which was bought and customized for the Cactus Jack brand. The car was shown in the Jack Boy short film, the Gang Gang music video, and as well as the Jack Boys album cover. The car was later put on auction with the earnings going to charity. Travis Scott even collaborated with Hot Wheels, where the car was made as a limited edition piece, as well as a shirt with the Hot Wheels, Travis Scott, and the custom BMW imprint.
That's fire. That's kind of dope. That's dope. But Gang is definitely popping. I like that one a lot.
Circus Maximus. So it's just a slightly mediocre version of Black Skinhead by Kanye.
Go. We see that hype outside.
The Scott.
We can put that one in mid.
On April 21, 2020, the Fortnite item shop was updated with a collaboration with Travis Scott. You had 2 skins with back blings, dances, a pickaxe, and a weapon skin. And they placed Astroworld entrance heads around the Fortnite map. 2 days later, there was a Fortnite event that had Travis Scott performing. The songs performed were some of his biggest tracks alongside the Scotts that was previewed for the first time. 27 million people participated in the event in the first 5 days. Travis uploaded the event to YouTube and it has over 200 million views. That's fucking
wild.
crazy. Fortnite released
That is
merchandise with Travis
wild.
Scott with clothing, action figures, as well as Fortnite Nerf guns. The Scotts was also supposed to be the first single for Trav and Kid Cudi's collab album, but it was scrapped. The song ended up going #1 on Billboard.
We did.
You know my diamonds.
Rah Rah.
love this
On the
song,
evening of
bro.
Birds in the Trap's release,
is
Rah Rah with
absolute
Lil
hit.
Uzi Vert was put on SoundCloud.
Yes.
Rah Rah marked the first collaboration with Trav and Uzi. The cover art for the song was from a car crash that happened less than 3 weeks before the song's release.
Out of the south, then we back to the east. Jumped to somewhere I couldn't buy me a seat.
Pulled that heat. Trav's first release since the Astroworld Festival tragedy. Because of this unfortunate event, it implied that it needed to be postponed for a good reason. What to do? Drugs and sex life. That's all.
Modern Jam 82. I have to put that higher, man. Modern Jam deserves to be higher. Nah, I'll put that higher.
Modern Jam. Originally, the beat was used for I Am God by Kanye West and Yeezus. Ye scrapped the beat and Travis picked it up to give it a second life. I'm not huge on Tizo Touchdown, but the people that do like him, I can see loving this song. Ma-
Oh my god, no. What the fuck? Oh no. This is your biggest crime of the video, ladies and gentlemen. He put Mafia 81. Oh my god. This is easily a top 50 Travis Scott song. Easily. This might be in my top 30. Oh my god. Mafia is at 81. What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on, dude. No, I'm sorry, man. You're tripping, dog. You're tripping, bro. 81?
Mafia. This was one of the first singles alongside Escape Plan that was going to be on Utopia. On the first cover of the song pack, the date under the fake newspaper reads 23rd June and hinted at a secondary album alongside Utopia called Dystopia. June 23rd arrived 3 times with no album. I actually think Travis was planning to drop Utopia on June 23rd, 2023, but I think the only reason why he delayed it a couple of weeks was because of Uzi's Pink Tape. Travis obviously beat Uzi in sales, but I'm sure they didn't want any competition in the media. Almost all the songs scrapped on Dystopia are now leaked on YouTube or bought on Discord servers.
Been outside, not going in. Hope you had
Outside, Travis and 21 Savage's first collab. In the song, Travis and 21 talk about their A-team, and that's about it.
and I need more thighs, yeah. We on a jet quest.
Who what? Travis did a great job on the chorus and the verse. The only complaint is Quavo and Takeoff's performance on the song. And maybe have a longer verse and not a 15-second
the
little
verses
verse.
aren't too
Still
bad.
overall a good song.
One time we can run one. Talk about some things we can.
The London. The song was first previewed at Young Thug's performance at Rolling Loud. Young Thug also teased the song on a live stream titled Meet Me at the London. The stream showed a woman painting a spider on a green canvas, foreshadowing its release. The woman also showed a cactus-shaped piñata hinting at Travis. The stream has since been deleted. You can still find a demo version with an extended Travis verse online.
Take one down and hit my beat.
Overdue. This
love
is
this
probably
one.
one of Travis's more laid-back tracks. Would be a nice listen while studying or just being your own thoughts. The song
Love this
samples
one.
the Berlin breakdown version of Antonio by Annie from the 2014 film The Guess. Upper Echelon,
Wow.
Travis Scott's commercial debut single. The original song featured both T.I. and 2 Chainz,
Wow.
but the one that got released didn't include the
I like
verse from
that
2
one.
Chainz. The song is also iconic for being included in Grand Theft Auto 5 under
Grand
the
Theft
radio
Auto 5.
station Radio Los Santos.
Be my Taurus. Call me, be my pretty bitch.
Taurus, a
haven't
DJ
heard this song
Khaled
in a
track
while.
this high? Well, that's because this was already a Travis song. I much prefer the solo track rather than the release version with DJ Khaled's annoying ad-libs with the added Lil Wayne feature.
That's alright. You stay down.
Raindrops. On physical versions of Heroes and Villains, a version of this track has slightly altered lyrics and vocal mixing can be heard. 16 Chapels. Originally was not included in Al Farrell when it was released,
heard
but
this
then the
one.
song was later added by Travis. The influence from Kid Cudi is definitely noticeable in this track. Till further notice, Travis uses the track to close out Utopia's narrative of finding inner peace and balance within yourself. He reflects on both the highest of highs and the lowest of lows on the 5-year absence from music. Travis asks the listeners where they will go when they're finished with him, and tells the listeners to be on the lookout for what is yet to come in the future.
All through, coming through deep.
Amen. Only
like
knew
this
this from
one,
Madden
too.
18.
Feel so cold, my daddy ain't coming home till fall. That's why my pill.
Backyard. At the beginning of the song,
Where
you
the
can
fuck
hear
is
Travis
Fire,
eating
bro?
from a bag of chips.
You play that shit?
In 2018, a fan asked what type of chips he was eating, and Travis replied, sour cream and onion lays.
And go straight to the moon.
Dance on the Moon. This attempt at a more EDM trap type beat that ended up being more enjoyable for some people, but not for others.
You ain't on time, you were late. When you
First take. Travis and Bryson Tiller detail a woman or multiple women only interested in their money, despite their love for them going much deeper than material wealth. Also, I saw a lot of hate on the song online, and I can't understand that because I really enjoy the
I
track.
like this song.
who's that creeping?
5% Tint. The iconic sample was from Self Therapy by Goody Mob.
Your smooth
The song for some period became one of the fastest streaming songs in mid-2021 because of TikTok trends. It went from 150 million streams to 320 million streams in just 4 months.
Damn.
Also, in the first few lyrics, there was a debate about what Travis said in the phrase, "Don't come out, I got the info," but some hear M4 instead. In the unofficial music videos of the song lyrics, they're gonna be, "Don't come out, I got the M4," but in the official lyrics on Genius, Apple Music, and Spotify, it says info. Yosemite, the exact day that this song dropped on
Damn, Yosemite's kind of high, bro. I like Yosemite, but I think 66 is pretty high, though.
Astroworld, Nav's outro verse to the song was really low volume. A bunch of memes came out of it, and people made fun of the song for that reason.
Literally.
Then shortly after, the mix was fixed and more polished, fixing the problem. Meltdown. Drake disses Pharrell Williams and Pusha T on the track. Very sassy. Star Wars laser blasts were also used throughout the track. Okay Alright, 2-part song where Okay is more trap and Alright is more psychedelic, which includes a non-credited feature from SZA. I enjoyed the second half way more, and if it was just that half, I would put it in high grade, maybe even perfect. Hyena. There's multiple samples on this track,
That's a great fucking intro, man, to an album. One of my favorite ones.
with the most important samples being from Proclamation by Gentle Giant for the intro of Utopia, as well as a track from 1969 called Cigarettes Sir Cigarettes for the first beat of the track. Don't Play.
Classic,
I really
bro.
like Travis's flow and rapping on this track, plus the constant beat switches towards the later half of the song combined with a fire verse from Big Sean and beautiful synth keys from the 1975 makes the track even better. Coordinate. Travis highlights his nightlife and his day-to-day, basically just rockstar shit, and Coordinate's beat.
This is probably like my second favorite song on the album, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I love this. Like, sweet Coordinate, and maybe like The Ends. Oh man, I fucking, yeah, no, for sure. Coordinate.
Samples Bossed Up by Juicy
Love it.
J and Wiz Khalifa. Swang remix. Travis remixed an iconic song from Ray Stremmer, and Travis' ad-libs fit so well on this beat. I said no remixes, but come on, this is like a Travis song to this point. Uptown. XXXTentacion also recorded on this beat in an unreleased song called Okay I'm Turned. Green and Purple has a hard-hitting bass with cool funky synths complementing the beat. It's a really good song to play at parties or in the car. There are many fan-made visualizers and edits made to the audio online with the obsession over Playboi Carti. There's a line in one of the verses where Travis says help her tie this, but most of the fans misheard the lyric and thought he said hepatitis. Puncho Jack. Nah, cause this song is extremely underrated. The beat, the flows, the production, everything was really good. It's 5 a.m. looking like noon. I took a ride out of the saloon bar. Houston and Fornication. June 2018, a lengthy, high-quality snippet of the song was leaked online. Later in July, Music Mafia put the song up for sale on their website. Regardless, the song was updated and included on the album anyways. Now, while all those songs
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the deal, ladies and gentlemen. That was that. Those were all the good songs. Those were all the good songs, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just take a picture of that. Most of these I have heard, so there's not going to be probably much here that I would go back and re-listen to. You know what? Fuck it. I might just have to re-listen to this man's entire catalog. So I'm going to have to re-listen to all the songs that I haven't heard in a while, the songs that I haven't heard, and the songs that I've heard a million fucking times. I'll have to do that probably starting tomorrow. But that is part 1, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be doing part 2 probably tomorrow as well. We have 55 more songs to go. But the rest are going to be great or perfect songs. And I think it's very fitting that Travis Scott definitely has over 50 songs that are at least great. Because Travis Scott is one of my favorite artists, and I think that's fair to say that, to be biased, he definitely has a lot of great songs out there, and definitely has a handful of perfect ones as well. But that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back for part 2 tomorrow. I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care. And peace out, my friends.